Hello everybody, this is GZilla2010 again, coming at you with a DVD slash Blu-ray slash VHS collection, so a movie collection. This is a different kind of video than what I normally do, yeah, of course, but, I don't know, I just kind of felt like making something like this because, I don't know, I like movies and DVDs over digital stuff, so I've accumulated quite a few over the years, so I don't know, I just kind of wanted to show some of this stuff off. Obviously, this is not all of it right here in the picture, but right now I'm going to start out with my basement stuff, which is this, and I'm going to go over, like, monster movies and whatever else is down here, and all of my VHS tapes. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So right here, what we have is most of the Godzilla movies. I have most of them on DVD. I do not have all of them. I believe I own 25, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's right. Yeah, that should be, because I'm missing 4, including the new one. So I own 25 of films, and that doesn't count these right here. The only reason I even keep them there is because they bear the name, but yeah, it doesn't count those, and other than that, yeah, 25 DVD releases. Some of the ones I have are the old TriStar releases, like some of these right here, like Sea Monster, Hedorah, Gigan. Like some of those are out of print now, and they can go for top dollar. So yeah, I guess it's kind of interesting to have that, and I also have all the classic media Godzilla movies. And most of mine are TriStar, some of them Tokyo Shock, other things Universal, so yeah, that's Godzilla. And right here we have some miscellaneous monster movies. The reason I say miscellaneous, this is just monster movies and other kinds of stuff like that, and some sci-fi movies that are not Godzilla related. So right here we have Pacific Rim, Gamera, King Kong Escapes, and King Kong in general, Rodan, Mothra, 20 Million Miles from Earth, The Thing, The Mist, Cloverfield, stuff like that, Jurassic Park. So yeah, most of these releases are easy to find nowadays. Most of these you can get very easily and cheap. Most of the Blu-ray, these are all my only Blu-rays that I keep downstairs in the basement. I do not have a Blu-ray player in the basement, but since these are monster movies, I just sort of categorize them down here instead of upstairs where the Blu-ray player is. So most of the time I prefer to get a DVD over a Blu-ray, but Blu-rays are just fine because DVDs are more convenient for me. But when you talk about Gamera movies, most of the time it's Mill Creek releasing them on DVD and Blu-ray and stuff like that. This set right here I bought it as a bargain buy. For like $10 at Walmart, but it's really good actually. You get all of the Gamera movies except for Gamera the Brave on DVD. Unfortunately, no English dubbing, but you do get, they're all Japanese subtitles. And the video quality is surprisingly good, even though that they compiled a lot of the movies onto one disc. But it's there's like 4 discs, I think, but. Anyway, yeah, it's really good, actually. A really good set. And this is a great set, too, if you have a Blu-ray player. These movies come on this DVD, but these also have English dubbing along with Japanese. And they're in Blu-ray, so that's nice. This is an old Mill Creek DVD. Hi. This is an old Mill Creek DVD. Very old. Not worth anything, really. It's just it's a really crappy release of the 2 of the Americanized versions of Gamera. It was the first time I ever saw Gamera. My uncle bought it for me for like $5 or something. It says 2 of America's classic sci-fi movies. And yeah, I don't think this is American. But anyway, yeah, don't bother with that one. It's out of print anyway. This is a really interesting release, also by Mill Creek. There are 3 Gamera movies on here. there's two. The two of them are these two, but then one of them is Destroy All Planets, the English version of Gamera versus Virus. Now that's the only thing I've watched on here thus far, and it is horrible quality, but these are all really crappy public domain movies. So if you're into that, then go for it. There is an interesting note on these two Mill Creek DVDs. They have with the spelling of Gamera. Here it says in which this was the original English title. It spells Gamera, the Invincible, with 2 M's instead of 1, like it properly is. That's how it was originally released in America. They spell it the same way here on the front of the disc. But on the back, they spell it correctly. Here in the title, they take away the M, or the second M, and that's the correct spelling. And in the description here, you can't see that, but it's there. They spell it correctly. And here, on this set, on the back, they also spell Gamera correctly. And that is right here. They spell it correctly. In this manual that the set comes with, they spell Gamera correctly here too, and in the description. But when you look at the actual disc that has the movie, right there in that text, it spells it incorrectly again, with 2 M's instead of 1. Now I don't know what they were thinking, but they must have been some confusion between the character name and the movie's name. But either way, I think it should be spelled correctly. Aside from King Kong vs. Godzilla, I have a bunch of Kong movies here. I have the 2-disc collector's special edition of the 1933 King Kong movie. I have King Kong Escapes on Blu-ray. I have the lousy 1976 remake. This one really wasn't that great. And I have Peter Jackson's 2-disc special edition 2005 King Kong. All of these are really interesting movies. This one is really silly, even though it's made by Toho themselves. King Kong vs. Godzilla is also quite a silly movie, but I guess that's the charm of it. This is also a really great movie. It's a classic, of course. Everyone needs to watch that movie at least once. Here we have Jaws, the original Jaws, and Jaws 2. I don't have Jaws 3 or 4, but I've heard those are terrible anyway, and that this one was the only half-decent one. This one's obviously much far superior, but this one is okay. It's not too bad. Both of these, of course, are Universal releases. This is the 30th anniversary special edition, too. I also have Jurassic Park Franchise Collection Adventure Pack. This is a DVD set that I've had for quite a while. Yeah, this is the case itself that holds the movies. Here on the back, it has movie descriptions and cast and crew and stuff like that for all 3 movies. Then you open it up here, you get that, and then you get the first Jurassic Park movie, then you open it up and you get the other 2 here. This was a really great disc collection release. It's very interesting. I mean, you got a picture, like a promotional type compilation image for each movie when you open it up, or when you take the disc out. So I think it's pretty neat. Pretty neat set. I'm not sure if this particular set is out of print or not, but if it isn't and you can find it for cheap, I'd recommend it. And here we have some more monster movies that are more geared towards the horror genre. Here we have Cloverfield, which wasn't too bad if you ask me. It was okay. The Mist, which was really phenomenal actually. I think it's a really underrated movie. Then we have The Thing from 2011. I have yet to actually watch this. I bought it recently, but I haven't watched it yet, so I'll hold off my thoughts for that one. And here is 1982 John Carpenter's The Thing, which is probably one of the greatest horror monster movies of its time, and thus far that I've seen. It's really good. Most of these movies are pretty good. This one I've heard mixed things about, but which is a prequel to the 80s thing, but I've heard mixed things about this one. Like diehard fans say it's really terrible, and then some people say it's not that bad. So I don't know. We'll see on that one. This one is really good, though. The ending is a real shocker, just like the cover says. It's a real shocker of an ending. And Cloverfield, yeah, not too bad. Giant monster, found footage, interesting idea. It was not too bad. So yeah. And here we have more classical giant monster movies and stuff like that. Some of these are American classics, like these two, Beast of 20,000 Fathoms and Them, both pretty good movies. And then we have this Mill Creek DVD, Sci-Fi Creature Classics. Some of these movies are Toho movies, of course, like these are Toho movies. And this particular set comes with 20 Million Miles to Earth, The Giant Claw, It Came From Beneath the Sea, and the original Mothra. I have seen all of those except for The Giant Claw, and I would really like to watch that one with some friends because it looks, from what I've heard of it, it's hilarious. Rebirth of Mothra set. I have yet to watch the second one, but I have watched the first one. It's okay. I mean, I didn't find it phenomenal or anything. The fight scenes were great, but the human scenes and the dubbing were horrible. To be perfectly honest, it just felt really kiddie. But the monster scenes were actually really nice and really fun to watch. So we'll have to wait and see how that one changes my view. And then here we have Classic Media's Rodan and War of the Gargantuas, both really great Toho films, English and Japanese. Highly recommend this if you can find it. I got this for $5, so it's not too bad. Most of these DVDs here are pretty cheap, except for this one. This one could be out of print, I don't know, but that one is expensive. But there's going to be a new Blu-ray with all 3 Mothra movies on it, Rebirth of Mothra movies. So give the Blu-ray a watch if you are interested in Mothra or that DVD. Most of these DVDs are very cheap, though. And here we have a few VHS tapes. This is not all of the ones I own. For some reason that one has the lettering the wrong way. Yeah, some of these are just really random, and then I have one more DVD down there. But yeah, up here we have the first 4 tapes are X-Files stuff. This is the X-Files movie from, I believe it's 1997 or 1998, somewhere around there. And here we have some X-Files episodes. Each tape contains 2 episodes, and this one right here has the first episode ever made, the pilot episode. But yeah, I haven't watched any of these X-Files tapes, but I have watched some of the DVDs, one of the DVD seasons that I have upstairs. But yeah, one of these is directly based off of John Carpenter's The Thing, Ice, I believe. This one, yeah. And right here we have probably my oldest tape. I'm not sure, that's debatable, but here we have a Star Trek original episode, the original TV series with Spock and Captain Kirk and all them. Dagger of the Mind. It just has 1 episode on it. It was made in 1985, I believe. The tape was released then. It's just 1 episode, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Here we have Strange Brew with Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas. So yeah, I'm not sure why this tape is out here, but whatever. And we have To Kill a Mockingbird. Of course, the title is upside down, but the movie is pretty good. I read the book and I watched the movie, so I'd say they're both pretty good. And then here we have the 3 Stooges meet Hercules. Yeah, this is, if you're gonna expect to see Curly or Shemp on here, you're gonna be disappointed. It's Curly Joe. Not even Joe, just Curly Joe, you know, what the heck. Yeah, I haven't even watched that, so who knows when I'll get to that. Here we have a tape from my childhood. Scooby-Doo's Spookiest Tales. Now that has 4 Scooby-Doo episodes on it. They all just play. That one I watched with my little sister quite a few times, because we didn't really have any other Scooby-Doo stuff. I mean, we did have one Scooby-Doo DVD back then, but yeah, that was it. And here are 2 really weird videos. They're both like cat sitter things. Like, I don't know how to describe it other than that. They're like videos for cats. Like, this one's on DVD and this one's on VHS, of course. Like, so these I know my parents bought this a long time ago, and then they bought this later, because we've had 4 cats. 2 of them are deceased, but we have 2 cats right now. Occasionally, if we need to keep them down here in the basement or something like that, we might just put this on for them or something. It does actually hold their attention, but either one of these, they hold their attention. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. If you have cats, maybe you should consider getting a DVD if you need to keep them quiet. And here is the DVD shelf right here. This is just where, so a lot of this is just like miscellaneous stuff from like forever ago. Like, there's a lot of kiddie stuff in here, like I don't know, like some of these, like these movies and stuff like that. There's Sigmund and the Sea Monster. Now that's Sigmund and Marty Krofft classic right there. Cinderella, get out of here. Jeez, that's really funny. From way back when. Used to watch those all the time. Here we have Land Before Time, which is a phenomenal children's movie. I love that movie. I still love that movie. Then I have a couple of the sequel movies here. Here I got a really crappy Three Stooges DVD. This one is really crappy. I believe this was my grandma's, but she just gave it to me for some reason, even though I have way better Stooges DVDs. They come with the 3 episodes that, like, every single Stooges DVD comes with. The Sword in the Court, Bridleless Groom, and Malice in the Palace. So, yeah, you see those all episodes all the time on every Stooges DVD, it seems. Yeah, just some miscellaneous stuff down here. Nothing too special or worth mentioning. Yeah, there's that DVD. It's, what is it? The Red Shoes that's propping up my TV right there. The movie was either, that DVD we have no purpose for except for that. And right here we have the Family Guy Star Wars spoof trilogy on Blu-ray. Again, I just keep it down here for whatever reasons, just to file it with my other Star Wars stuff. If I can push back in there, I'll leave it just like that. Here, of course, we have all the Star Wars movies. Here's the prequel trilogy of 1 through 3 right here. Individual DVDs. Then I have this box set for the original trilogy, 4, 5, and 6. Really great box set, actually. It has the original theatrical versions of the movies, not like the new Blu-ray releases now, but it has the original theatrical versions on it, and it has the 1997 special editions on it. So this is a really great set if you are a original trilogy fan. And here I have Clay World Off the Table. I really liked Robert Benefer's Clay World, so I decided to get this. And here I have Be Kind Rewind, which I guess is, like they say on the box, a movie for people who love movies. Halo 4, Forward Unto Dawn, Tron, Land of the Lost, Terminator Salvation. And moving away from the miscellaneous DVDs on the bottom, here we have Ghostbusters 1 and 2 on a DVD box set. Here we have this really weird Superman and Other Cartoon Treasures DVD. This looks like a bargain DVD you would buy over 2 hours. Like, I don't know, the dollar store or something. I have no idea where I got this, but I guess it was a gift or something. I haven't even put this in the player. Who knows if I'll ever watch this, but yeah, I keep that. This is like my cartoon / anime section here. I have The original 2003 Full Metal Alchemist Seasons 1 and 2, and the movie, so that's the whole series here. I have Dragon Ball Z Season 3, not 1 or 2, weirdly enough. I really, the Frieza Saga is my favorite part, so I just bought that season. Because that's, the season is literally just one huge fight between the Z Fighters and Frieza, but anyway, here we have Pokemon movies. I don't have the any of the TV episodes. These are just movies. I have movies 1 through 8. I believe this is 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is my personal favorite. And here we just have a lot of random stuff here. This is, that we don't have any cases for. This is 2 CDs, the Seen It, I don't know why we have that, and a couple of personal movies that we've made, burned them on DVD. Oh yeah, that's a classic right there. Here is a Jackie Chan 2-episode DVD adventures. You'd get this in like a cereal box or something. This is a cartoon show that you can get, 2001, you'd get this in a cereal box. I thought that was kind of interesting. And then we have another Scooby-Doo movie, Scooby-Doo Monster of Mexico. That's a really scratchy DVD, unfortunately. And here, there are 2 DVDs in here, actually. They have Batman Greatest Battles Part 1, only 12 minutes, which is weird. And then, I don't know where I got this, but... And then I think I got this in like a figure pack or something. Star Wars, The Clone Wars episode, Landing at Point Rain. So yeah, that's just a miscellaneous stuff right there. An interesting note about the packaging on all 3 of these DVDs is that they are all Blockbuster cases. They're all cases that you would find at a Blockbuster rental store. Like if I open this up here, you see that's Blockbuster symbol here. And you can, I bought, all these copies were bought there, used, pretty cheap. Like, I bought this movie at Blockbuster and this one, both used for like $7 or something like that. An interesting note about the Terminator Salvation DVD is that this is a rental copy, apparently. Like, the case is of like what you would expect if you were to rent the movie there, if they were still in business, of course. But the DVD, it says rental right there. It's hard to see because of the lighting, but yes, this is a copy that was apparently distributed by Warner Brothers for renting only, which is kind of interesting. And here's a receipt. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting little relic there. And here in the storage room in the basement, we have some Christmas DVDs and movies. Some of these down here are pretty crappy. Some of them are just crappy in general. Some of them are classics, of course, like Rudolph and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And then we got Home Alone and Frosty the Snowman and stuff like that. All the classics and a few other random Christmas DVD movies here. And down here there's I Spy DVD, and then there's a dinosaur VHS tape that's like a informative dinosaur thing, documentary or something like that. And then down here we have a bunch of VHS tapes. Most of these are Disney. Some of them are like, there's only one I think that isn't Disney actually. Yeah, all of these are Disney. Black Beauty is the only one that isn't Disney out of this one down. I believe they're all Disney except for Ants. Yeah, that's DreamWorks. But yeah, quite a few classic movies down here, all in VHS. Unfortunately, I do not have any of these on DVD, so VHS is just how they stay right now. And here, the last of the VHS tapes, there are a lot of random old stuff, like this is Sesame Street and Elmo's World and stuff like that. What is that, Fisher-Price thing? I don't know. There's a lot of kiddie movies here, and in the middle of all that, there's Spaceballs and Titanic. It was on 2 VHS tapes. It was so long. Then there's, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then there's this, which I find to be very interesting. It's Cubics, Robots for Everyone. This was an old show way back when on WB Kids. This came with a Burger King Kids meal. I'm not even kidding. They actually handed out VHS tapes. This was to promote the show, and I watched this a ton of times. Very interesting. But yeah, it's mostly just a bunch of kiddie movies and other random things in here. Down there's a few personal VHS tapes and some sports stuff. And then there's one, what is this? The Flintstones, okay. Okay, I don't even know if I watched that once, I might have, but... And then this is a, this isn't even opened. This is a Jesus documentary movie or something like that, about life of Jesus or something like that, okay. Interesting, I suppose. So yeah, I believe that is the last of all of the VHS tapes that I currently own in here, and now we're gonna move on upstairs. As you can also see, I really don't organize my movies by any means other than like putting sequels together and related things together like this. I don't really I don't alphabetize my movies. I just like put them necessarily by genres. In some cases I do, I guess, like with here and here, but in most cases I really don't organizing my movies by genre or alphabetizing. I just sort of put them wherever they go, I guess. Oh, look what I recently just acquired. The complete series. Ooh, I don't need you anymore, do I? Nope. Goodbye. So here in this cabinet is the rest of my collection. Now this is obviously the bulk of this. What you're seeing right now is not even everything. As you can see, right here is mostly Blu-rays. Most of this is my stuff. Like a lot of these are my movies. Like I have all of the Middle-earth movies here. So the first 2 Hobbit movies and the 3 Lord of the Rings movies. On Blu-ray, I have all the Harry Potter movies here, Man of Steel, the Dark Knight trilogy, Iron Man 1 and 2, and there's a lot of miscellaneous things down here, including Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, Rambo, Stargate, G.I. Joe, Avatar, Young Frankenstein, etc., etc. Mostly a jumble of stuff here. Here are a few more Blu-rays. I'm pretty sure this is most, if not all, of the Blu-rays that we own. We have a few DVDs in the car right now, because I have a DVD player in my family's SUV, so we use that for long car trips. So I think there's a couple of movies in there. But anyway, this is National Treasure 2 Book of Secrets on Blu-ray. This is the weirdest, probably the weirdest Blu-ray case that I have. G-Force, which has a giant case. We bought a zoo, Night at the Museum, Inception, and a few other things. And then we have this box set for all the Rocky movies. It has Rocky 1 through 6 all on Blu-ray. I kind of wish I had them on DVD too, but it's okay. They're still really good movies, and that set's pretty nice. Curse you, stores people, why must you put them right on the Blu-ray disc? Yeah, here's the National Treasure case. This is probably one of the weirdest cases I have, because this is a Blu-ray, and it's coming in like a regular, it looks like a regular DVD case, but it just has Blu-ray slapped on there. This is, again, a Blockbuster case. I would assume that if you were to rent this movie on Blu-ray, then they'd have cases like this instead of normal Blu-ray cases. So this is kind of really interesting to have this. I don't even have the first one, which is even weirder. And up here we have some more DVDs. Here is Mr. Popper's Penguins, Jim Carrey, The Hunger Games. By the way, we also have Catching Fire, but I believe that's in the car on Blu-ray. The Mummy Collector's Set. Now, this comes with The Mummy, the first Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser, and its sequel, The Mummy Returns. And then it comes with the spin-off, Scorpion King 1. Not The Mummy 3, or Scorpion King 1 through 3, or whatever. I haven't even watched the Scorpion King. I heard it was terrible, but maybe one day, who knows, but the first Mummy was probably the best one out of the whole set. It's okay. And here we have the Avengers. Now, actually, that's in Blu-ray too. Like, this is a Blu-ray and a DVD. It's really weird case, because most Blu-ray DVDs, like a lot of these are Blu-ray DVDs, most Blu-ray DVDs will come in a Blu-ray case like this. But this one comes in a regular looking DVD case, so you could mistake yourself if you think that it's not Blu-ray or something. Like, it says includes DVD plus Blu-ray, but it doesn't have the regular Blu-ray stuff all over it. So that's a really weird note on that case. And then I have the 3 Transformers films, all on DVD, no Blu-ray. Those are okay movies. I don't know why Ratatouille's there, but okay, it's there. Then there's Jetsons Meet the Flintstones. I have yet to watch that. And down here, these 2 movies, now I wouldn't have these and next to the other like animated films that I have, but somehow we lost the discs to these movies. That's why they're just sitting here instead of like with the rest of the movies. It kind of sucks, because these are 2 really good movies, and we lost the discs somehow. They were in the car, and somehow the discs got lost. We've looked for them everywhere, but they're not there. So, probably just going to resort to buying a new DVD for these 2 eventually. Yeah. And right here is one of my weirder discs. You get this from Papa John's. For like some weird DVD thing. It was a long time ago. You get 1 episode of The Munsters, and then you get an Abbott and Costello movie. Abbott Costello Meet the Mummy. I watched this movie quite a bit, and it was pretty funny. That's sadly probably one of the best things that I've seen of Abbott Costello. Speaking of them, there's a 10-case box set of them, some of their stuff. I have yet to watch a lot of their stuff. I've watched a few things on there, but it's not nearly as good as The Mummy, if you ask me. I don't even remember what's all on that case, and it's really awkward too. It's so big, so I have to like put everything else. I have to put it down there, and put everything else underneath of it. It's like the Jurassic Park case. It doesn't really fit normally like a normal DVD would. But yeah, here we have some more DVDs back here. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, John Hughes' film, I believe. Yeah, I was right. And then we have Harry and the Hendersons. I have yet to watch that. E.T., Extraterrestrial, great movie. Dinosaur, Open Season. These are a lot of animated films. Kung Fu Panda 2. Nightmare Before Christmas, Ice Age 1 and 2, Rio Bravo, starring John Wayne and Ricky Nelson. I know that. Forgot the other guy's name. I haven't even watched that movie, but there we have WALL-E, Monsters and Aliens, Spy Kids 3D, some random movies, Monster House, Monsters Inc., Night at the Museum, Pirates of the Caribbean, Green Mile. Yeah. Nothing to stand out really here. Taking away those 3 stacks of movies, here we have even more DVDs. Here is a bunch of Scooby-Doo stuff. I have season 3 of the original TV series, I believe. And then I have the first 5 episodes of the original TV series. Then I have a couple of movies. I even have the second live-action movie. I liked that when I was a kid, and I don't even think I would like it now, but the original series is still great. Still holds up. And here we have the complete Land of the Lost series, the original 70s series. These two sets are out of print. I didn't get the third season when these came out, so the third season went out of print and I had to get this one. There's no harm done in that, though. Still a nice set. The third season is easily the worst. Oh god, that Medusa episode is terrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But the show is still quite charming and interesting. Thought-provoking sometimes. And then we have Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. I really didn't like that movie at all. Brother Bear, Mission Impossible 2. Don't have any of the other Mission Impossibles, which is weird. Spider-Man 3. Again, I don't have any of the other Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, so, or the other one, Amazing Spider-Man. So it's really weird. I just have that one. I should get those other ones. And then I have Shrek 1 and Shrek 2. Again, don't have the other ones for some reason. Finding Nemo, Bedtime Stories. The first two Narnia movies. I like the first one the best. And I don't think any of the other ones will get close to that one, but who knows. I don't have the third one, which is weird. Again, Peter Pan spin-off movie. Yeah, I used to watch that when I was a kid. Yeah, and there's just a bunch of kiddie movies down here. And here we have mostly what is TV series. I think it's actually all TV series. TV episodes and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if anything's complete or not, but I think some stuff is. But yeah, here we have X-Files. Now you wouldn't really know if this is an X-Files disc without like opening it up, because we switched the paper slip around so we could see the episodes better without having to take all the discs out. So it doesn't even say X-Files right there. So if you want to know it's X-Files, just look for the blank thing. So this is X-Files Season 3. And I haven't watched all of the episodes, but I've watched quite a few of them. So it's pretty good, yeah. X-Files is neat. I hope to get more in the future. Here we have a SpongeBob DVD for some SpongeBob episodes. These are some of the good old classic ones, not the mostly cruddy new ones. So we got, yeah, a lot of great episodes here that a lot of people will remember. And here again they have no thing on the side, no titling. Is Get Smart seasons 1 through 3. This is the original Get Smart series. I hope to get the other seasons eventually because I really like this. It's a pretty good show for what it is. And here we have as much Gilligan's Island stuff I believe that there is. I have season 1, 2, 3, the movie Rescue from Gilligan's Island, and then I have this. This was the first time I ever saw Gilligan's Island TV premiere DVD. The first 2 episodes from season 1. Weird casing. Again, really weird casing for that. But yeah, Gilligan's Island. I love Gilligan's Island. It was awesome. Some of the DVDs I have are a little scratched up because the cases kind of suck now because they've been beaten. I mean, they're really nice collector's cases, but they got beat up really badly back in the day. So some of the discs can sometimes skip occasionally, which kind of sucks, but yeah, for the most part, they all work just fine, and the show is still great and charming. And I think that these were repackaged into more traditional DVD styles, like the one sci-fi classics set that I have downstairs. But yeah, and here, yeah, it's the complete Brady Bunch series. I'm not like the biggest fan of Brady Bunch, but I know the rest of my family really likes Brady Bunch, and it's okay. It's not. I don't think it's good as Get Smart or Gilligan's Island, if you ask me, but I really like it. I like it still. I mean, it's pretty good. Not too bad. Nice that we have the whole series on these DVDs. And here we have some Modern Family DVDs. There's seasons 2 through 4. I don't have season 1 or any of the other seasons that come after 4, if there are any. And there are probably, but yeah, Modern Family is a great show, and it's nice to have some DVDs of Modern Family, just in case we want to go back and watch the other older ones. I hope to get the middle on DVD eventually too, if that comes out on DVD. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I like the middle in Modern Family a lot. Here we have Three Stooges. Now here's a ton of Three Stooges stuff here. Some of this stuff is way better than the stuff than that one DVD I have downstairs. The first DVD is Three Stooges in color. There's several episodes on that disc. I believe there's 5. Of course, 3 of them are the ones that you saw downstairs. The 3 that come on like every Three Stooges DVD, like same with that. Yeah, Three Stooges, everything. I mean, it's their 5 episodes restored in color. And I think it's really interesting to see some of them in color. I mean, I think black and white is more charming, but they do come in black and white too on there. So yeah, it's pretty neat to see some color, some old black and white things in color. And here we have a few Three Stooges collection sets. This is obviously not all of them. There's quite a few, but I have 3. These 2 have Curly in them from, I believe these are the early to mid 40s, and these are the late 40s to early 50s. With these, the blue one has Shemp in it, who is the last good third Stooge. Joe and Curly Joe, whoever they are, they just didn't do it. They just were not very good. But yeah, these sets are really nice because you get 2 DVDs for all the episodes on the discs. And I mean, even though some of the episodes are really similar sometimes, because like I've watched like some episodes, like if you keep watching some episodes back to back, sometimes you'll notice that they recycle the same plot from each episode, but they just name it differently, and something different, a little different happens in each one. They even use the same like actor for like who plays like all the other guys. Like I don't know his name or anything, but there's just one actor who plays like everyone. He either plays a bad guy, a good guy, this random pedestrian on the street, or something like that. But yeah, clearly they didn't have the greatest budget when they made Three Stooges. I don't know too much about the history, but yeah, Three Stooges is funny. I really like this. And then here's a weird 2 DVD set. I'm not too sure what all comes on that, but I think there's some bonus Three Stooges stuff, like making of. I mean, I don't know, making of. There's like bonus stuff on there, trailers and stuff like that. There's a few episodes here. Of course, there's 3 of the same ones that come on every Three Stooges DVD. But yeah, it's an interesting set. These are probably the best ones to get, though, if you're looking to collect some Three Stooges stuff. And here we have Season 1 of F Troop. I didn't really watch that show too much. My dad really liked it, but I didn't really get into it. I mean, I liked the first episode because there was, like, a big battle and stuff like that, and it was really funny. But then the other episodes were just a bore, to be honest. So I just kind of stopped watching it, and I don't have the second season. Who knows if I'll ever get back into that, but yeah, it's there. Back here, there are the last few DVDs. Most of this is kiddie stuff, like Blue's Clues, Rugrats, Hot Wheels, the Partridge Family. That's a first season of Partridge Family. That's a what is that? I don't know. That's a TV series. I have a bunch of Ozzie and Harriet stuff. Again, that's TV series stuff. There's a lot of random DVDs back here. What is this? Why do I have this? Oh, the disc is missing in that too. Of course. Why? But yeah, there's just a bunch of random stuff back here. Like, there's some, I don't know. The only good thing that's really worth pointing out here that I can see is The Incredibles. That's a good movie. I don't know why it's back here with all this junk, but who knows. So just a bunch of random stuff back here. Nothing too big worth mentioning. And here we come to the last of the collection. Now, this is, again, just a bunch of random stuff. Like, it's really just not, it's not that really. worth mentioning. Like, again, it's a lot of kiddie stuff. It's like random DVDs that I have no idea what they are or why we own them. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, well, it's kind of interesting just to look back at this stuff. Like, there's a lot of my sister's old Barbie movies back here. I hated those things. And then there's like, what is it? Goodnight Gorilla, Snowy Day, High School Musical. Oh goodness, ew. Good thing we don't own the third one. There's Cars back here. That's a good movie. The first Madagascar, that was not too bad. The second one's okay. More Ozzie and Harriet and stuff like that. The Client, like, what is that? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do believe that, yeah. So that's pretty much the extent of my DVD collection. I have some more movies in the car, but there's not really like too much like left. I have like Catching Fire on Blu-ray, the first 2 Toy Story movies, Journey to the Center of the Earth with Brendan Fraser. That was not that great. Let me think here. I think that's probably it or something. There might be one more, but it's probably nothing. But yeah, that's Robots. Yeah, that was it. Robots. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm glad I actually got to make an extensive log of my DVD collection. I just kind of wanted to do that. It was nice to show off the whole set of stuff that I have. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Alright guys, this is GZilla2010 signing off. Bye. Oh no! Come on!